Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Winter and GTR on Apotheosis, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player, it is GTR. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Winter. Alright, so here we are with the ZVZ. This is about our weekly ZVZ to go along with our weekly TPT and weekly PvP that I like to try and cast. Sometimes it is not every week. Sometimes it is not. And I understand if you're frustrated by that, but I like to cast good games from the mirror, and sometimes I can't quite find those. So this, I have been assured, is a good ZVZ. It was sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Apparently it was part of a larger tournament that was played, or maybe not a huge tournament, but a small one. About a $1,000 prize pool. So these players are playing hard. There's that cold hard cash on the line. And we'll see who can come out on top. Both players are expanding first, although GTR takes the regular blue minerals for his natural, and Winter goes for that gold. Goes for the gold. Extractor on the way for both of these players. Both players getting drones. Pretty mirrored up here in the production tab. Reminds me of an early game Protoss, although there's the pool from GTR, and Winter's holding off a little bit. There it is. There's the pool. So just a little bit behind. A little bit behind his opponent here. That should allow him to get additional drones up compared to his opponent. It's going to make a difference in the long run is what it is. I just don't think it'll be something that ends the game early. That like slightly later pool here. Now, I don't know if this is Winter, the one who streams quite a bit and had some drama surrounding his Twitch stream a few months ago. Again, I'm not sure entirely. I know there's another Winter who is Swedish, but his Team Liquid page seemed a little bit sparse, and so I just don't know if that's actually him. I might have to contact the person who sent me this replay and ask them to clarify. And then GTR, as far as I can tell from Liquidpedia, is the name of an Australian caster, who I don't think is GM level, so I don't know who this is. But again, I was told this is a GM level ZVZ. It showed that on the loading screen. Both these players are doing very well for themselves in the early game with their builds and whatnot. But again, it really matters when we see how the injects are in the mid-game when things are crazy, and what micro potential these players each have. Both getting a couple queens. Income tab says 19 to 21 workers. GTR has a slightly. There's the Baneling Nest from a Winter. Is GTR going to get Banelings? You almost have to get a Baneling Nest in ZVZ unless you go for really quick roaches, and you have a nice block to keep the Banelings from just destroying your face. Nope, GTR going for a Baneling Nest of his own and expanding. Yes, going for that gold. We're right here at the 2 minute and 45 second mark. Okay, 47, 48, 48 second mark. Is there a third? Yes, Winter taking a third at that regular blue mineral patch at the 2 minute and 57 second mark. So again, these players doing pretty much the same thing. Winter got his gold base earlier, which should give him a bit of an income lead here. It's 24 to 25 harvesters. Baneling Nest now popping. Are there any lings out? Not really. We have some scouting overlords in different positions to see exactly what's going on here. And GTR had some lings. They were battling with Winter's lings over here. Potential fourth for a Winter, but nothing really happened there. Nobody actually died, I don't think. Somehow Winter lost 6 resources. Did he cancel a building? He might have canceled a building somewhere. Something was constructing, and he canceled it, which is his prerogative. No complaints. No complaints for me. Banelings are actually on the way here for the Winter, and GTR already has a couple. I think there's a defensive for GTR, though, and are we seeing the same thing from Winter? Where are your Banelings? Nope. Offensive. Oh, getting surrounded, and boom. One Baneling takes out a ton of lings there. 5 or 6 of them, I think they were. This Baneling trying to get home, and oh, gets killed. Takes out a couple lings with it, but really wants to kill more lings than that. Queen here. Banelings here. More aggression. Yep, more aggression from Winter. Has these Banelings morphing on up. Banelings get inside the gold mineral base, though. From Winter loses a bunch of drones there. 7 workers killed by GTR so far. Holy smokes. Playing very good defense. Some lings coming in from Winter, but yeah, get out. Oh, good dodge. Good dodge of those Banelings, but there are a lot of lings out for GTR. A lot of defensive lings. Only a handful of them are going to make it into the main base, too. And then they don't even really scout. Ouch. Baneling coming in, wants to get a hit off, does kill 3 lings, not what you want. Did that Queen actually focus down a Baneling? I think it did. Okay, this is definitely GM. That was a great play from GTR. Queen range, focusing down that Baneling, not allowing it to hit her precious lings. And heading on out is GTR for a bit of a counterattack right now. Army supply, 17 to 19. Whew. GTR has a nice worker lead, though, 44 to 33. Roaches on the way from Winter, however, and GTR's Roach Warren is not even 50% complete. So going to have to do this thing with Lings. Winter, if he can get some nice hits on his roaches with the Banes instead of his Lings, he might be okay. But GTR actually, oh, he tried to bait Winter back into his Banelings. Winter too smart for that. Keeping a close eye on his Banes as everybody heads on north. Banelings at the high ground for Winter. One takes out a good handful. And again, you can't leave your Banelings alone here. Oh, Banelings sneaking on in to this mineral line. Actually crashing on top of a Queen. That's not very good. It's not very good at all. Roaches again targeting down Banelings from a distance. Well done. Well defended there by Winter. And some Lings heading into the main base for GTR. Scouting the timing on this lair. Does GTR have a lair? No. GTR does not have a lair. So Winter taking up a little bit more quickly than his opponent so far. Also got that early gold base, although at this point I feel like that advantage has probably evened out. Especially considering GTR has those 7 drone kills and Winter has killed zero drones, but he's continuing to push with Lings coming down this left side. Overlord scouting places. At the same time, defensive Banelings for GTR in his 3rd and his natural base and taking a 4th base along this left side, but Lings find it. Winter's Lings find this thing as it is just now under construction, forcing a cancel there, killing the drone. And a Ling Roach, small Ling Roach push here from Winter, moving right on in about 3 Roaches, maybe about 20 Lings or so. But nope, Roaches for GTR are now out. He delayed that Roach Warren, didn't really hurt him too much, and now is going for a lair after Winter's is already complete. So the tech path should be a little bit more quick for our friend Winter here, but GTR doing just fine for himself. I'm not worried about him at all at this point. Both players getting +1 missile attack. Leo Ring Constitution on the way for Winter, and here come the Ling Roaches, but too many Roaches. Too many Roaches here for GTR. He has about 12 of them. Is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them? 10 of them, actually. Bit of a small attack here at the natural base. Gets pushed away by GTR. And reestablishing that 4th base now is GTR, as Winter and his 4th base are just about complete there in the top right. So actually pushing out now is GTR with these Roaches. We'll see if he can get this thing done. Ling's here to take out this 4th. Again, GTR, man, you got to defend it. Cancel. There it is. The Banelings didn't get there in time to save the base. And going to replant. Roach versus Roach here, but Winter got enough out on his side of things, that's for sure. Who gets +1 attack first? It looks like they're both very close to it, and they get it simultaneously. +1 missile attack for both of these players are complete. It looks like Winter's doing some nice micro, some good concave action, getting nice surrounds. But reinforcing Roaches show up for GTR might be enough to turn the tide. No, it is not. Winter wins this Roach battle. Spire on the way for GTR. I'm not sure if it's enough to save him here. He does have 19 Roaches in production, though. So that should be enough, I think, to handle this small group of Roaches that Winter has. What is that, about 12, 13 of them? Again, with the +1 missile attack, but GTR has that upgrade as well, and Winter decides to back on out. Or the Ling's going to take out this base once more. GTR, defend your 4th. I don't know if 3 Lings is enough to kill it before it pops here, but some Roaches do come over to defend. Pushing up once again is Winter. I don't know if coming up this ramp is a good idea, Winter. All right, he has some reinforcing Roaches and some Lings coming in. He's going for it. And it looks like this time around, GTR might win this battle, especially with the Queen's support. Does she have enough for Transfuse? She does not. More defending Roaches here, though. Defender's advantage really showing up big time here for GTR. Ravager tried to morph on in. That doesn't actually happen, though. It's canceled before it can finish. And Winter forced to retreat, losing that Roach battle. It'd be hard to tell who's winning a Roach battle, but I felt like GTR had a nice advantage there, especially with how quickly his reinforcements could show up. Winter's obviously sending those reinforcements down the middle of the map as well, but can't quite get there as quickly as GTR's can. Roach count 24 to 26, but 13 more on the way for Winter, 12 more on the way for GTR, and 5 mutas up for GTR. That could be a problem for Winter. Does he have any Spore Crawlers? I don't know that he does. I don't think he does have any Spore Crawlers anywhere. He's going to be in a big trouble if those mutas show up in his mineral lines. Lings at this 4th base once again for what feels like the 8th time. Going to kill a couple drones, but the Roaches come in to defend very quickly indeed. Another small Roach attack by Winter here at the gold base. Did everybody leave? GTR, did you send everybody away? Queen dies. Mutas here trying to defend. Some Roaches do pop on out. Winter's going to try to kill as many drones as he can before he is cleaned up. He recognizes that's going to happen no matter what. And so he's going to try to kill as many drones as possible. He has killed 7 of his own, evening that dead worker count. And GTR successfully pushes Winter back up this left side from whence he came. So both players are on 4 bases. It's 52 to 57 workers. GTR has a bit of a lead here. Nothing to write home about. And Tunneling Claws on the way for Winter. I like this. Burrow Roach stuff is good. 3 Spore Crawlers on the way for Winter, recognizing what is going on. That there are mutas, it just means getting Spore Crawlers is a great choice with their extra damage versus biological, a change that was made specifically for the ZVZ matchup, doubling the damage they do against biological air opponents. So the mutas are going to show up, but the fact that they had to defend the base was kind of a big deal. I mean, he's been killing overlords with him, which is nice. Can he catch this one before he gets to the safety of the Spore Crawler? I think he can. Transfuse, maybe? No, Overlord dies. Again, supply blocking Winter. Very sad. 4 queens and a Spore at that gold base. Not going to happen, mutas. All 4 or 5 of you that exist. Does he have more coming in? He does. GTR is still going mutas. He's got 11 of them. He isn't producing any more necessarily. He is getting +1 ground carapace. I think he's just getting enough mutas for harassment. But, as I sneeze there, but not enough for a mass muta play here. Can he take down some Ravagers? Those are easier to kill. They don't have as many hit points as Roaches. Is that right? 120 versus 145? Yeah, that is completely correct. Catching another couple Overlords. Winter not babysitting his Overlords very well. Another supply block here. GTR is maxed out. Winter's kind of stuck at 188 supply as he is supply blocked with 176 available. Another attack up this left side from GTR. Does get spotted by some Lings for Winter, so he knows what's going on. The mutas are just trying to be super annoying. Kill as many Overlords as possible. Look at this. Another Overlord dies. Making 5 at a time. Here is Winter. Mutas might be able to take down this Rock Tower. Spore Crawler trying to kill him, though he really wants this Rock Tower to die. And he does end up getting it. Oh, that collapses. And, oh, so Winter's entire army is here, though. I thought they were somewhere else. Okay, so GTR shows up to take out this this natural base, but nope. Not going to happen. Somehow Winter's entire army was here. I think GTR assumed they were on the other side of that, that Rock Tower. So Winter just manages to defend that very well indeed. Both players throwing down corrosive biles all over the place. All over the place. GTR with 21 Roaches in production, getting Pneumatized Carapace, getting some Ravagers, getting 4 Overseers, possibly to kill Creep Tumors, possibly to deal with Burrow Roach. Did he see those Roaches burrow during that battle? I didn't spot it, but that might have happened, I suppose. Mutas trying to take out an Extractor. Winter is no longer supply blocked, which is great for him. Some Queens showing up. Can they save the Extractor? No. Extractor dies. About 900 Vespene gas left in that. That will slow down Winter's gas income. Although he doesn't actually have the Extractors from his 4th base yet, so I'm not sure how much he cares about getting that much gas. He's not going Muta. That is for sure. Muta's inside the main base now. Is there a Spore here? If there was, there's not anymore. Hold position. Oh, there is a Spore here. Oh, it's gone now. It is gone now, but the mutas are killing so many more drones. Yeah, 18 workers killed by GTR thus far. It is 55 to 45 workers. Some Burrow Roach attack here in this 4th base. Taking out a Queen. Some Roaches come to defend. Do you have an Overseer, Roaches? Do you have another huge Roach battle this way? Overlords by GTR just floating above, bearing silent witness to the proceedings down below. Might get corrosive bile in the face and destroyed. However, yep, Burrow Roaches over here by Winter here at the 4th causing problems. Did all the mutas just get cleaned out? I think they did. I think GTR just lost all of his mutas. More Burrow Roach by Winter here at the natural base. And trying to escape, but there's an Overseer chasing him. That's going to be very difficult to do. Roaches back here at the 4th, taking out the Extractor. And they get it. The Roaches that come to defend this, okay, they're bringing an Overseer this time, so that's great. That is exactly what you need to do. Get out of there, Burrow Roach. Run. Another attack up here from Winter at the newly created 5th base from GTR. Run, drones. Run. Great concave here from GTR. Corrosive biles landing all over the darn place. Drones just happily mining in the face of all of this battle. How are the upgrades here? +2, +1 for both of these players, with the +2 missile attack being the 2 there. And it looks like Winter might actually win this thing, but reinforcing Roaches. Hold your horses, everybody. I think GTR might be able to pull this thing off here. Corrosive biles are landing very quickly, but a lot of Ravagers are dying here as well. Still looking at +2, +1. Is this Burrow Roach still doing stuff over at the 4th? It is. These players are forced to micromanage like crazy. Both players going for that Lurker Den now. Lurker Den, always interesting when it comes to the ZVZ. And Burrow Roach just sneaking around the natural, sneaking around the main, getting exploded underground, melted by the acid saliva. GTR kind of trying to replace his Mutaflock, making 4 of them at a time. Hydra's on the way for Winter. And a Lurker Den just about to complete for Winter. That would explain the Hydras. Both players getting those Hydras for those Lurker transformations. Alright, so Winter pulling back, consolidating his power, taking a 5th base. Considering the 5th base for GTR is already up, I feel like GTR has a nice lead there. It is 45 to 45 workers, though. Both players really on top of things and have killed pretty much the equal number of workers, too. 27 to 25. Resources lost, yeah, 17,000 to 18,000. Just dead close. Dead even in the ZVZ. This is a good one. 15 mutas on the way for GTR. I feel like that might be the way to go here. Is just go mass muta. There's a lot of Roach Ravager. There's going to be Lurkers. There's going to be a handful of Hydras, but I think those are all going to turn into Lurkers as well. And mass muta might be enough to just win this game for the GTR. So he does have his 15 mutas up. We'll make them 19. 19 mutas up here with almost +1 flyer attack. Not quite done yet. Well, by almost, I mean 20% complete. And here come the mutas. They want to kill these Hydras if they can. Picking off a couple of them is a nice victory. Just the Queens are a problem and the Hydras are a problem in larger numbers. Can they win this thing? There's a couple Hydras, but a lot of Queens show up and the mutas are forced to retreat. Good defense there by Winter, chasing these mutas away. Can he? Nope. The gold base is mined out. No reason to harass that. There's no defense here at the 5th, though. Just below the natural base of Winter. If the mutas head over there, that could be a big problem. Is there more Burrow Roach doing stuff? More Burrow Roach from a Winter. He loves his Burrow Roach. The mutas decide to go for the 5th base, but then it is suddenly defended by a hajillion Queens with +2 attack. Get out of there. You can't kill that many Queens. The mutas are trying to abuse the immobility of the Queens by killing drones as they run away, which is working pretty well. Good Burrow, though. Getting those drones the heck on out of there. 33 to 30 workers killed. Winter has that lead with these Burrow Roach sneaky attacks, but GTR holding his own as well. How many mutas still on the field? 13 of them, so he did lose 6 in those attacks. Tissue regeneration, regenerating the lost HP of these guys pretty darn quickly, as we can see. 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Yeah, that is super fast. Free Roach. Free Roach on the right side gets picked off. Creep Tumor as well. 2 Spore Crawlers here at Winter's 4th. I don't know if you want to move in here, mutas. They don't. They're going to try to take out this Extractor instead. Why is everybody coming to defend against these mutas? There's all these Roaches and Lurkers on the ground. I don't think you're very good. Maybe they're there to absorb bouncing shots from the glaives. The glaive worms from the Mutalisks. Another Creep Tumor dies. Replacement Extractor dies. GTR seems very interested in slowing down the gas production of Winter. Another Burrow Roach attack gets cleaned out here at the 4th base. Burrow Roaches from GTR returning the favor at the 5th base from Winter. Gets cleaned out pretty quickly, though. The whole army responds to that one. And the mutas, I don't know, might be able to take this thing out. Vipers on the way from GTR. I would have thought Winter would go for Vipers for Parasitic Bomb for these mutas, but nope. Instead, GTR going for some Vipers, getting +2 ground carapace, which Winter already has. Already has it. Muscular Augment's coming up. GTR planning on using these Hydras for more than just Lurker production. Picking off a few of these drones here at the Extractor at the natural base for Winter at the gold. But again, the Queens show up with their +2 attack and their range 8, and it's just very scary. It's very scary for those mutas to deal with them, especially with transfuses. It's just, you think you've got one and suddenly transfuse and bam, it's still stabbing you in the face. 6 base on the way for GTR. But here comes a big attack from Winter. Corrosive Bile on top of the Lurkers. That seems like a pretty good idea, but Lurkers of his own. Lurkers just melting Winter. Those Roaches taking so much damage. Another attack here from Winter. Takes out the 5th base from GTR, though, along the right side. Splitting up his army so darn well has been Winter in this game. Muta's up top, trying to get rid of Winter's Extractor. At his 4th base, Roaches retreat on the right side, but they took out the hatchery. That's a big deal. GTR's actually supply blocked right now. Actually supply blocked, and going to fly into the main base are these mutas getting chased away by the Queens. There are a few drones here in the main. Somehow there are still drones here in the main base. Hydra's going to take out the mutas. Where's your attention, GTR? Don't just... Maybe he's trying to sacrifice the mutas. I can't imagine he's not paying attention. What else is he doing? I guess he's pushing an attack up the middle, but that was a little bit sloppy by GTR, considering how well he's played this entire game. So both players maxed out. Maybe he was freeing up supply for Hydras. Yeah, they're sacrificing themselves now. So there are Vipers. Maybe Blinding Cloud, maybe Abduct on the Lurkers. Abduct might work pretty well, actually. So again, the Lurkers spiking both ways here. Another attack of Roaches from Winter trying to come up at this 5th base, but a defending group of Roaches and a Ravager here going to push them away. And yes, he is abducting the Lurkers. Yoink! Abducting the Lurker, which does unburrow them, and they die. Oh, I like this play. I love this out of GTR. I don't think I've actually seen this at a ZVZ in Legacy of the Void. How many lurkers are left here? How many Vipers are there is the question. More lurkers morphing on in here, but they're at the front lines. They're getting killed before they can burrow, even for the first time. And another abduct. This is gorgeous out of GTR. He's just picking those lurker numbers apart. And if he can do that, he might actually just straight up win this battle. Another hit squad of roaches from Winter coming into this 4th base. Again, killing so many drones here. Can he stand in and win this thing? Can GTR do it? He does have the lurkers on the low ground, but Winter walking on into these lurkers. He doesn't care. Lurker dies. Lings show up. Winter winning that battle a lot more handily than I expected. That lurker has 4 total hit points. Roach is just locking down the 4th base of GTR. Can Winter come back and win this thing? He's making a counterattack. The roaches do take down the 4th base and then burrow. The burrow. The consistent use of burrow has been so darn good. Ling's coming in to take out a free hatchery here at the 3rd base for the GTR, and might also take out this hatch as well. The Vipers are using, is it not consume? It is consume on it, which weakens it, which allows the Lings to take it down. Oh no! Another hatchery dies here for GTR. Is that the 3rd one? Well, they lost this one again too. Holy smokes, GTR losing bases, not good. That's not what you want to see at all. It's 145 to 146 total supply. This game is bonkers. Whoever said this to me was not lying. 51 to 36 worker supply. Winter has a huge lead there, but it's 110 and 92 army supply. GTR has the lead on that side of things. So he's pushing out the middle here. Another hit squad of Lings coming down this right side. GTR is not even replacing his 5th. His 6th base is up and running. He is trying to replace the 4th base, though. Long distance mining from that one. Here comes a big battle in the middle. Lurkers burrowing. Another abduct on the lurker. The abduct play. I don't know. I feel bad for GTR with his beautiful abduct play if he loses it, which is very possible. Again, because Winter has that nice worker lead. He doesn't have a base lead, though. It is still 5 bases to 5 bases, assuming this replant of the 4th base from GTR actually holds. Ling's trying to take out a defunct hatchery, but again, it's production. So you don't want to say it's completely defunct. Ling's getting inside the main base, and here comes a big attack from Winter while everyone is distracted. There are some spine crawlers here at the 6th base of GTR, but it's not going to be enough. The roaches coming on in. There's another abduct on a lurker. Can they kill it? They kill it. They kill it. Did they get the hatch? They got the hatch. Another dead hatch. What? Another dead hatch for GTR. He's in so much trouble. Can he win this battle? Amazing concave. Blinding cloud being thrown down. Stutter stepping forward to get through it is Winter, but the blinding cloud really helping immensely for GTR here. However, the roaches are close enough they can still get their shots off using their melee animations, and it looks like Winter is up 148 to 69 total supply, and that's it. A GG. GG from GTR, and Winter is victorious in this 22-minute ZVZ. Holy smokes. That was a good ZVZ. Whew, a lot of roach battle, but again, you had lurkers, you had hydras, you had vipers doing its stuff in there as well. The burrow roach action by Winter was absolutely beautiful. I mean, I think, what, he forced to cancel here, killed this a couple times, killed this a couple times, killed this 6th base. That adds up. That adds up big time. Resources lost, 38,000, almost 39,000 for GTR, 34 for Winter. And I think that was it, just the constant harassment. The Mutas did fairly well for themselves. I mean, GTR killed 39 workers, but he lost 45 of his own. It never quite got a big attack to take down a hatchery. I don't think Winter lost a hatchery in that game. GTR couldn't quite get in there and take out those important production facilities from his opponent, and I think that's partly what led to the loss. So well done by Winter. Again, I love to see GTR use that abduct on the lurkers, but it wasn't enough, and he was forced to tap out. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Carlo, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bob Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.